Before I present this action research, let me share with you what inspired me to conduct this study. At San Cristobal Elementary School, we promise to fulfill the school mantra of honoring excellence, igniting potential, and celebrating success. 22 equally competent teachers are always ready to demonstrate their teaching prowess to deliver the best teaching learning practices. However, the data reveals that learning outcomes still falls behind with the target set by the school anchored with the goals of the Department of Education. As a school head, I realized that teachers did not lack commitment. They needed a stronger space to collaborate, share ideas, and grow together. This inspired me to conduct this action research through collaborative expertise sessions with the goal of improving teaching practices and giving every learner a chance to succeed. Now, let me present to you my action research. I am Sir Dennis G. Gutierrez from San Cristobal Elementary School, SDO, San Pablo City, presenting the action research entitled From Data to Practice, Implementing Output-Based Collaborative Expertise Sessions for Teachers' Professional Growth and Learners' Achievement in San Cristobal Elementary School. Please listen as I share to you the abstract of this action research. The study aimed to examine the implementation and impact of output-based collaborative expertise sessions or SES on teacher professional practice and learner outcomes in San Cristobal Elementary School. The study employed a mixed methods action research design conducted over one school quarter. Quantitative data were collected using validated teacher and learner questionnaires, each with a 4-point Likert scale. Qualitative data were gathered through an open-ended questions and thematic analysis. Based on the findings, SES was highly implemented and well-structured, strengthening teacher collaboration, reflective practice, and professional growth. SES-generated outputs were highly useful and applicable. Teachers reported significant improvements in instructional strategies and confidence, while learners demonstrated increased engagement. Based on the conclusion, the study demonstrated that structured output-based collaborative sessions can effectively enhance teacher performance and learner outcomes, providing a model for professional development that is both practical and policy-aligned. The keywords to remember are output-based collaborative expertise sessions or SES, teacher professional development, instructional improvement, learner outcomes, action research, DepEd, and school-based innovation. The researcher sincerely expresses gratitude to the Department of Education, the City Schools Division of San Pablo, and San Cristobal Elementary School for the support in the conduct of this study. Special appreciation is extended to the school research coordinator, master teachers, district supervisors, teachers, learners, and parents for their valuable contributions, participation, and encouragement throughout the research process. Above all, the researcher thanks Almighty God for the wisdom, guidance, strength, and blessings in completing this action research successfully. The background of this study states that quality teaching greatly influences learner achievement. However, collaborative professional development sessions often focus only on discussions without producing classroom-based outputs, resulted in the urgency of the study that there is a need for practical teacher collaboration, data-driven instruction, and sustainable instructional resources. The research gap tells that traditional LAC and PLC sessions lack tangible instructional outputs, immediate classroom application, and rapid improvement cycles. This study is aligned with DepEd Order Number 35, Series 2016, and DepEd Order Number 10, Series 2024. This study is supported by different theoretical foundations such as social constructivism by Vygotsky, social learning theory, and theory of collective efficacy by Albert Bandura. Furthermore, the empirical evidences from different researchers connects to this study such as the study of Hitti, Vesho, Ross, and Adams, Desimone, DepEd Order Number 35 Series 2016, and DepEd Order Number 10 Series 2024. In general, the reviewed theories, policies, and studies converge on the value of collaboration, reflection, and output-oriented professional learning in improving teaching quality and learner outcomes. Output-based collaborative expertise sessions or CES operationalize these principles by enabling teachers to co-create tangible instructional resources, reflect on practice, and apply evidence-based strategies in the classroom. The implication of the study is that these bodies of knowledge provide the theoretical and empirical basis for implementing CES as a strategic approach to enhance teacher professional growth and learner achievement in San Cristobal Elementary School. The study sought to answer the following research questions. How were output-based collaborative expertise sessions implemented in San Cristobal Elementary School? How effective were the CES in enhancing teacher collaboration and professional growth? How did CES influence teachers' instructional strategies, confidence, and reflective practice? And what changes in learner engagement and academic performance were observed after the implementation of CES? Presenting to you now is the scope of the study, which was conducted at San Cristobal Elementary School. The participants were 22 teachers and 30 randomly selected learners from grades 4 to 6, implemented during the first quarter of the school year, that focused on the implementation of output-based collaborative expertise sessions and its impact on teacher professional growth and learner. Specific outputs are living resource packages, activity banks, assessment innovation kits, and demo lesson videos that were developed, utilized, and evaluated. Furthermore, showing on the screen are the limitations of the study. This section presents the research design used in the study and sampling procedure for selecting the participants. Mixed methods action research design was employed that integrates quantitative and qualitative approaches that follows action research cycle including planning, action, observation, and reflection. Numerical data were collected through survey questionnaires and analyzed using descriptive statistics such as frequency, percentage, weighted mean, and standard deviation. Qualitative data were gathered through reflection logs and open-ended responses and analyzed using thematic analysis to identify key patterns and insights. Purposive sampling was used to select the teacher participants, while simple random sampling was used for the selection of learners. This study highlights the cyclical process of action research that includes plan, action, observe, and reflect. The following research instruments were utilized: teacher survey questionnaire, learner survey questionnaire, reflection logs or journals, document analysis. The data were collected through the following procedures: secured permission and informed consent from all participants, administered survey questionnaires to teacher participants and learners, gathered reflection logs and CES outputs developed by teacher participants, analyzed data using descriptive statistics, and ensured confidentiality and proper management of all collected data following and with strict adherence to the ethical considerations. Please take a look on the data that reveals the extent of implementation of CES in the school, with the takeaway that majority of the teacher participants, or 90.9%, agreed and strongly agreed that CES is implemented to a very high extent, matched with the qualitative data analysis revealed during the teacher interviews. Table 2 shows the level of effectiveness of CES as perceived by the teacher participants, with a takeaway that a high percentage, that is 90.9% of teacher participants, rated CES as effective to very effective in improving instructional practice and learner outcomes, matched with the qualitative data revealed during the teacher interviews. The figure clearly shows that living resource packages were the most commonly developed output, followed by activity banks, assessment innovation, and demo lesson videos. Qualitative data confirm that these outputs are highly useful, supportive of teaching, and result from meaningful collaboration. And finally, we arrived at the following conclusion of this study. CES was highly implemented and systematically organized. It is effectively strengthened teacher collaboration, reflection, and professional growth. CES generated outputs were practical, sustainable, and useful in classroom instruction. It is positively improved instructional practices and learner achievement. Despite challenges, CES proved feasible and sustainable with proper support and planning. And finally, CES fostered a supportive and collaborative professional learning environment. Please take note of the following recommendations for practice, for policy, and for future researches. And these are the references used in the study. Thank you for watching.